G'day, my name's Jamie. I hope this video finds you well. If you have stumbled across this video, it's probably because you're interested in looking for sapphires in northeast Tasmania, or you've actually rented a set of sieves and a shovel from me from the World Pub. I've put a few sieve sets up for rent there and some shovels too, and this video is designed to help you guys get out there and go to the public area to find some sapphires. I'll walk you through how to get to the digging area and then how to use the sieves, what sapphires look like, and a bit of general rules and knowledge that you should know before getting out there. Heading back towards Moorina from the World Pub, you'll see the golf course on the left, and on the right hand side is Frome Road. So we're just turning right onto Frome Road off the World Highway. It's a dirt road, it's about 1 kilometre down, and you'll see the bridge, that's the digging spot. Just walking out to have a look at the river. So the Fossicking area here covers 2 square kilometres. It starts at the bridge here and it heads upstream for 2 kilometres. This area doesn't require a Fossicking licence, but if you would like to go outside of this area, you need to pay for a prospecting licence, which is available at the MRT website, Mineral Resources Tasmania website. So the tools you'll need are a shovel and a couple of sieves. You'll notice that there's 2 sieves here of different size mesh. The one with the bigger holes goes on top and they lock in together nicely like that. So I picked a spot just downstream of the bridge. What I'm doing is I'm moving some rocks out of the way so I can get nice and deep with my shovel. And here I'm looking for black spinel. So black spinel is a black stone that's similar weight to sapphire. If you're finding lots of that on your test shovel, it's a good spot to dig. There wasn't much on that shovel, so I moved just downstream a little bit further, moved a few rocks, and then I started finding a good amount of black spinel. Alright, what we've got on the shovel here are some tiny black spinel. So black spinel like these here, they're really good indicators for sapphire because they're a similar weight to sapphire. So if you're finding lots of those, you should be in a good spot. So I'm just filling up the sieve here. Usually 2 or 3 shovels is more than enough material. Otherwise, if you overfill it, a lot of the material will fall over the sides when you start sieving. I'm just grabbing out some of the bigger rocks so they don't get in the way when I'm sieving. Now I'm classifying the materials, so holding the sieves perfectly level, just at water level, and shaking left and right, that allows the smaller rocks to fall down to the small sieve and the larger rocks to stay in the top sieve. And throwing away some of the larger rocks so I can get a clearer view of the sieve. So now is where we start looking for black spinel as our indicator, and sapphire in the top sieve. So sapphires in the top sieve are quite rare, but it is possible to find them, and they're the ones you want to find. I didn't see any sapphire in the top sieve there, but there were about 4 or 5 top sieve spinel, so it doesn't seem like a bad spot. We use sieves to separate heavy and light materials, and sapphires and spinel are heavier than other rocks. Now we'll swap over to the bottom sieve. Now this is where you want to pay attention and look at how I'm sieving with this bottom sieve. So you want to center the heavy material by going left and right, rotate 90 degrees, go left and right again. I do that a couple of times and then I bounce at water level about 10 times, 15 times, something like that, until you get all the heavy materials to sink to the bottom of the sieve. If you do this correctly, you should end up with all your heavy materials in the center of the sieve and at the bottom of the sieve. Then we flip the sieve in a controlled way, and I'll slow this down so you can watch it again. Quite important to get this step right. When you flip the sieve, you want the material to be at 0 gravity. So that means nothing's falling faster than the sieve's falling, so you control how it lands. So I'll point them out. You'll notice here that some of the sapphires are really blue, some of them aren't very blue at all. So it's important to look closely through here. They can be in all different colours. They can be grey, they can be pink, they can be blue, they can be green or yellow. The quality varies quite a lot in this area, and what changes the colour is the mineral makeups within the sapphire itself. What we're aiming to find are the really nice glassy blue looking ones, or any colour, but as long as they're nice and clean. And if they're in the bottom sieve and they're nice and clean, they make a good little specimen as they are. If you find one in the top sieve that's nice and clean, that would be one that you could send away to be cut. Could be quite a valuable stone. Pretty good actually. So there's one nice blue here that's actually quite a nice little cutter. You might also find some zircon, like these yellow, orange, reds, or some white or pale blue topaz. Some of my finds over the years from the World River, some beautiful blue sapphires here. And this is quite important. So these are the rules from the MRT website explaining what we can and can't do while fossicking. So we're not allowed to cause or aggravate soil erosion, undermine stream banks, or dig major excavations on natural stream banks. So that means no digging under the edge of the stream, no digging outside the river in the banks. That's also especially important for this river because there are platypus that live here and they actually burrow into the banks. Just dig in the actual river itself. Do not cut or remove trees or shrubs. And one last thing that I'd like to add is if you see any rubbish there, please pick it up and take it back with you, and also bring your own rubbish back too. It's important that we leave this place as beautiful as what we found it, if not better. At the end of the day, drop your sieve and shovel back to the pub, and why not have a beer in the beer garden, or a really nice meal. I recommend the palmy or the loaded fries. Hope you had a great day.